So, you know how we're always talking about the next big tech upgrade? The new phone, the new laptop. But what if the next upgrade was for you? For your actual body? That's what we're diving into. A world where tech isn't just something you hold, it's something that becomes a part of you, working from the inside out to completely change the game on what it means to be healthy.
Okay, let's start with something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. What if you could control a computer just by thinking about it? No keyboard, no mouse, just your mind. And here's the crazy part. It's not science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. A company you've probably heard of, Neuralink, has done it. We're talking about a tiny coin-sized implant, right? It's packed with super powerful silicone and electrodes thinner than a human hair, and it creates a direct link, a literal bridge between the human brain and a computer. This is it. This is the new frontier.
And it's not just about the brain. Not by a long shot. This same kind of tech is going straight into our most vital organs. Seriously, picture this. A tiny wireless sensor sitting inside your heart. It doesn't even need a battery, and it's constantly measuring pressure 24/7. So it can tell your doctor about a potential problem days, maybe even weeks before you would ever feel a single symptom. It's unbelievable.
Okay, so we have brain implants, we have heart sensors. What's the common thread here? What's the big idea that's tying all these medical marvels together? Well, it has a name. And honestly, it's about to change everything we think we know about medicine. It's called bioconvergence. So what is bioconvergence? Well, at its core, it's pretty straightforward. It's the fusion, the merging of two incredibly powerful worlds, our own biology and cutting-edge electronics. Think about it. We're interfacing silicon chips, sensors, all that tech directly with our cells and our organs. The goal? To create these amazing bioelectronic solutions that can watch over us, figure out what's wrong, and even treat us in ways that were just impossible until now.
And this is a huge, huge shift in how we approach medicine. For the longest time, medicine has been reactive. We wait until something breaks, until we feel sick, and then we go to the doctor. This new model, it's proactive. It's about getting ahead of the problem. It's a future of totally personalized care, where we're constantly monitoring our own health, catching issues before they even have a chance to start.
All right, so how are they actually doing this? What's in the toolbox that engineers and scientists are using to build these, well, bionic solutions? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the core tech making it all possible. It really boils down to a few key building blocks. You've got entire laboratories shrunk down onto a single chip. You have smart implants that are literally designed to live inside our bodies. Then there are medical-grade wearables and even AI chips that are modeled after the human brain itself. Let's zoom in on a couple of the most game-changing examples. First up, let's talk about the lab on a chip, and the name says it all. I want you to picture a big diagnostic lab, with all the beakers, the spinning machines, the computers. Now imagine shrinking that entire room down onto a single, tiny piece of silicone. That's a lab on a chip. And this isn't just a cool science project, it's incredibly practical. Think about it. Instead of getting a vial of blood drawn, sending it off to a lab, and then waiting days for the results, a device like this can give you a complete analysis in just a few minutes, all from a single finger prick. It uses something called microfluidics and AI-powered vision to do it. It's just faster, easier, and right there when you need it.
Okay, so that's tool number one. Tool number two, smart implants. Now we're talking about electronics that are designed to live safely inside our bodies, monitoring and maybe even treating us from within for years. This is where it gets really, really personal.
And this VLAP sensor is a perfect example. It's basically a tiny, miniature pressure gauge that gets implanted directly into the heart. And get this, it's battery-free. It's powered wirelessly by a belt you wear on the outside for just a few moments each day to get a reading. So, in effect, we're giving our organs their own little computers, letting them report back on how they're doing long before a real crisis can happen. So, a big question is, where is all this revolutionary stuff coming from? Innovation is happening all over the world for sure, but certain places have become real epicenters, hotspots for this kind of work. And one of the most important is a country that's already a giant in the tech world, Israel. And we're not just talking about a few smart people in a garage here. This is a national priority. A massive investment, over 100 million shekels, is going into creating a national biochip lab. And the whole point of this lab is to give startups access to the super expensive, high-tech equipment they need to design and test these complex biochips. It just completely lowers the barrier to entry for the next big breakthrough. And that investment, it's pouring fuel on the fire. It's feeding this incredible ecosystem of around 80 different startups. You've got companies creating bionic organs on a chip to test new drugs more safely. Others are making medical-grade smartwatches that can actually detect heart arrhythmias. It's this whole environment where tech companies, universities, and hospitals are all working together, and that's what makes everything move so fast.
You know, for Israel, this is way more than just good science. They see it as a huge economic engine for their future. They're very deliberately taking what they're amazing at, high tech and life sciences, and fusing them together to build a whole new dominant industry. Okay, this is all absolutely fascinating. But let's bring it back home. What does all this mean for your health, for our future? How does this amazing tech actually get out of the lab and into our lives?
Well, there's actually a pretty clear roadmap. It all starts with the first prototypes in a lab. From there, they move into what they call living labs. These are hospitals that team up with the innovators to test the devices with real patients. And then finally, the tech that proves itself becomes the new standard of care. The tools for that truly personalized medicine we've been talking about, all tailored to the data coming from your own body.
So what's the bottom line here? The real promise of bioconvergence is this fundamental shift in how we relate to our own health. It's about having this constant stream of data from our own bodies. It means we can catch problems super early, manage long-term conditions way better, and finally move away from just treating sickness to actively, day in and day out, staying healthy.
And that leaves us with a pretty profound question to chew on, right? Because as these lines between silicon and biology just keep getting blurrier, we're not just upgrading our medicine. You have to wonder, are we upgrading what it means to be human itself?